This is a reading about an emotional new beginning. Now, either you or someone else felt kind of unhappy in a situation, in a relationship, and or just trapped by your own fears. So you or they ran away, disappeared, ghosted, and took themselves off to calmer waters, somewhere safer, somewhere far, far away. So one of you is maybe feeling regret now for that, because with this card coming after this one, there's somebody watching for the return. There is somebody looking for the boat to come back. This is the boat going away, but now the boat is coming back. So somebody's having second thoughts. Either that's you or it is your counterpart is, wow, there is a welcoming, like this is the welcoming committee for the boat to come back. So the door is open. Or this is the boat coming back because somebody who feels guilty really wants to come back and try again and see what happens. This is a card of expectation, of hoping for manifestations, because everything is lining up. It's just a matter of the boats making it to shore. There's still a little bit of time of things to happen. The card that comes after this is the Four of Wands. That is the joy and stability of having 4 wands to build the 4 walls of a house. So that is what's next, but you're not quite there yet. This is the positive expectation. Good signs. There are signs and signals that good things are coming. So what you're going to need to do is find balance, the both of you. Find your balance between each other, because in the past, there was one winner, one loser. One person was more invested, the other person walked away. And there is still a bit of a danger of one-sidedness in this, with this card showing up again. So balance will be very important, and that is not overgiving. That is not going all in on someone who's just coming around for a cup of tea. This is keeping yourself grounded. Also for the other person, it's not going all in on you so fast that you get dizzy and like, hang on a minute, where's this coming from? So there is balance that needs to be struck. And, because you don't want this situation where one person is a winner and one person is a loser. So it needs to be equal on both sides. But there is a really strong message here that this can be a wish fulfillment. So the energy to lean away from here is actually the 10 of Pentacles. That is demanding security. What's our happily ever after? Are we going to live together? I mean, all these kinds of expectations, because we do have expectations here, all the expectations of finding security really quickly need to be put on the back burner. You really need to not focus on that practical, solid, happily ever after, starting a family, a dynasty. Don't lean towards that. In fact, don't focus on money. Don't focus on security. Don't focus on the tangible aspects. Focus on your souls. Focus on your spirits. Focus on the emotions, your passions, and focus on communications, rather than money and practical plans. That can come later. So the energy to lean towards was this card again, the wish fulfillment, the 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment, contentment, satisfaction, emotional riches. So really work on the emotional stuff first, not the practical, and certainly not the financial. The best direction is to really work on the emotional connection between you and make sure that is balanced. Make sure there is equal give and take on the emotional front. Also, a side note with this, 9 of Cups is someone who is very emotionally secure as a single person, one unit. And when you are very self kind of nourishing, you don't need someone else, you're not going to cling to someone else. You can let things unfold as they will because you are emotionally secure within yourself, and that is a really great place to be. So both of you work on that emotional security within yourselves and as a unit, and that is one of the keys here to making progress. Okay, what else does the universe want you to know about this situation that has the potential to bring all this love in, this fresh start when it comes to overflowing love? What's the advice for this new love? Wow, this is cool. Saturn, the headmaster in your first house, your Aries house of how you present yourself out in the world. Now, to me, in this spread, the Saturn here is the headmaster. This is saying self-control. Manage how you come across. Don't blurt out your hopes and wishes for fame and fortune and happily ever after. You really have to manage your own self here. Be your own security, be your own authority, and be sensible in a way about how you put yourself forward. And yes, take a risk. Saturn, get out of your comfort zone. You are strong enough to do this. Moon in the 5th house. The keyword is appreciation, but Moon in the Leo 5th house is emotions in your house of romance and creativity. So put your emotions into this romance. And romantic gestures, make sure they're heartfelt and not just for show, for dazzling. And really do talk a lot about future plans. So even though this card said lean away from all of the worries about financial security. So Mercury there is, it's going to be really important to communicate about 10th house matters, about fame, about your esteem, about your career. So there might be some issues with career facing, causing a little bit of difficulty here. How do we reconcile these two careers, your career, my career? How do we blend these together? Don't automatically think, well, you live and work in London and I live and work in New Zealand or whatever it is, and that is going to immediately count us out. Don't think like that. Be prepared to talk it through. Lean away from just really using the 10 of Pentacles as a deal breaker. That's what I'm trying to say. So this is not a deal breaker. It is something to talk through. Wow, that is interesting. If you would like your own personal reading about this topic or any other topic, go to my website, abundancelovejoy.com. I would love to do a reading for you. But meanwhile, this is Sarah, wishing you much abundance, love, and joy.